Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. All good. So students, in this video we are discussing important current affairs for second week of December month. The session will be quite beneficial for you all, so stay tuned with us till the end. Students, we upload the daily current affairs video at 5 a.m. in the morning. These videos are very beneficial for you all. The content provided here is in a very refined way. It will help you in your competitive exams. Then weekly current affairs, monthly current affairs and topic wise are also uploaded regularly. They contain MCQs for your competitive exam. The MCQs are curated in a very refined way and they are according to the syllabus and according to the pattern of exam. Now let's move to the MCQ. The first question is, mark the correct statement regarding the Earth Summit 25 inaugurated in December. If we look at the options here, all these three options are rightly mentioned. This is the second edition of the Earth Summit that was co-organized by NABARD and IMAI, that is Internet and Mobile Association of India. Next, now you have to find the incorrect statement regarding the Global Energy Leaders Summit held in Puri, Odisha. So this is the question, where was this Global Energy Leaders Summit held? It was held in Puri, Odisha. Which among the following is the incorrect option here? Among the following, option B is right, C is right, A is wrong, which is our answer. That is with the theme Powering India, Energy for All by 2030. Right? This is the theme. No, this is not the theme. What is the theme? Powering India, Sufficiency, Balance and Innovation is the theme here. I repeat, Powering India, Sufficiency, Balance and Innovation is the theme here. Then option is also right here. Next, which state became the first in India to digitize 100% of its voters' roll under the Special Investment Revision 2026 as reported in December? So here it is Rajasthan, right? It became the first Indian state to digitize 100% of their voters. Next, Zen Technologies. They have secured a 120 crore rupees contract from the Ministry of Defence in December to set up India's first combat training node. In which state will this combat training node will be established? It will be established in Madhya Pradesh. Take a note of this. It is important. Next is, name the country that partnered with India in December to launch the 50-50 joint venture, that is Semiofor Limited, that is aimed at promoting sustainable pheromone-based agriculture technologies globally. So, which is it? It is Israel. This is the country they have partnered with India here to launch a 50-50 joint venture in Semiofor Limited. This is the name of this joint venture. This will be promoting sustainable pheromone-based agriculture technologies globally. And this step, it will be strengthening the agriculture cooperation between the two countries. Next, which institution was not honored under the excellent category during the gradation award at the Apex Council meeting under Bharat 6G mission held in December 2025? So, which institution here? It is IIT Bombay was not honored here. Rest all was honored here. Next, identify the port authority receiving the tug as Union Minister Sarbandana Sonowal virtually flagged off India's first all-electric green tug under the Green Tug Transition Program in December. Among the following, it is Deen Dayal Port Authority, that is DPA, right? This is the port authority that has received the tug, correct? And this is the here Sarbandana Sonowal flagged off India's first all-electric green tug under the Green Tug Transition Program. Take a note of this, students. And this tug is being built for Deen Dayal Port Authority. And where is this Deen Dayal Port? It is in Kandla. Kandla is in Gujarat. Next, which country partnered with India in December to launch 7 collaborative green tech decarbonization projects for steel and cement sector? It is Sweden. Which we are talking about? It is Sweden. Next, identify the institution where the Center for the Development of Telematics Samgyan Technologies Foundation, established to serve India's national hub for quantum communication, was inaugurated in December. So it is Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, that is IIT Madras. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the 11th edition of India International Science Festival held in December at Dashera ground in Panchkula, Haryana. So if we look at the option, we have to find the correct statements here. All these three options are rightly mentioned. This is the 11th edition of this India International Science Festival organized by the Ministry of Earth Science. Next, where did Union Minister Sarbandana Sonowal flag off India's first indigenous hydrogen fuel cell vessel in December? And this is the fuel cell vessel Pilot 1. So where was this? It is in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, and this will be running through hydrogen fuel. That is a clean fuel, and it burns hydrogen and it releases water in the form of vapor as the residue. Next, mark the correct statement regarding Italy's Deputy Prime Minister Antonio Tajani's visit to India in December. If we see here also all these three options are rightly mentioned. Moving on, next is correct statement regarding the approvals granted by the Union Cabinet in December. If we see here also option B and option C are right. A is wrongly mentioned. A is saying that the Union Cabinet approved the census of India 2027 to be conducted only in a single phase during the manual schedule. No, it will be conducted into the two phases. And the interesting thing about this census that it is a digital census, first digital census of India, right? And it will be in the two phases, not single phase but two phases. Next is financial advisory firm Arton Capital has released Passport Index in December, in which India was ranked 67th globally. Identify the country that has topped the index as the world's strongest passport. So it is UAE, right? UAE's passport is the world's strongest passport for the 7th consecutive time. If I talk about our country India, we stand at 67th position with visa-free entry to 74 countries. UAE was on the first, then it is Singapore, and then it is Spain. Next, name the country with the government of India has signed an MOU in December to strengthen the cooperation in the field of pharmacopoeia. So it is Liberia, right? This is the country they signed this MOU with India in pharmacopoeia. Pharmacopoeia is basically, it is books or manuals, right, for your medicines, the quality, what should be the of medicines, right, their testing, what are the procedures with which it should be established. So it is proper books and manuals for them. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the World Inequality Report 26 released in December. If we see here, option A is right, B is right, C is wrongly mentioned. C is saying that the report highlights that the women globally earn 50% of the men's earning per hour, indicating a narrowing gender pay gap. Right? Is it so? So, correct statement we have to find. No, it is wrong. Here, the right option is women earn globally 32% of the men's earning per hour. C option, now it is right. Next is choose the correct statement regarding the 7th United Nations Environment Assembly held in the United Nations Environment Program headquarters, that is in Nairobi, Kenya. So now you have to give the right options here. Among the following, all three of them are rightly optioned. Do remember the theme, students, here. Theme being advancing sustainable solutions for a resilient planet is the theme here, and the question on this particular theme can definitely be asked. Moving on. Next is find again the correct statement regarding the RBI's 5th bi-monthly monetary policy for FY26 held in December 25. If we look at the options here, again option A is right and B is right, C is wrongly mentioned, which is our answer. It is saying India's foreign exchange reserve stood at $700 billion as of November. Is it so? No, it stood at $686.2 billion as of November 25. Now option is right. What is the repo rate, students? It is 5.25%. Reverse repo rate is at 3.35%. Next, SEBI, they have launched Prava in partnership with National Stock Exchange of India Limited and Care Edge Ratings to prevent misleading past performance claims by regulated entities in the system. What does V stands for in Prava? Let's take Prava full form. Prava is Past Risk and Return Verification Agency. So we have to find V. V is for verification. So right option is option 3, right? And it is a first of its kind global initiative that was launched in partnership with NSE and Care Edge Ratings. Next Name the fintech company that received RBI approval in December to operate as a full stack cross border payment aggregator under the Payment and Settlement System Act of 2007. So it is AirPay Payment Service Limited. Next is what percentage of the global real-time payment transaction was contributed by UPI as highlighted in ACI Worldwide's prime time for real-time 24 report referenced in December. So what percent? It is 49% here. Right? Next is identify the campaign that announced by the Ministry of Finance in December facilitated the settlement of nearly 2000 crore rupees in unclaimed financial assets during its initial 2 months. So identify that campaign. What is that campaign? It is Aapki Punji Aapka Adhikar, your money your right. This is the campaign, or this is the theme, or this is the campaign, right? Just remember it like that. Next, which bank has received, I repeat, which bank received the RBI approval in December to set up India Digital Payment Intelligence Corporation, a fraud detection platform for digital payments, along with State Bank of India. So, which bank received the RBI approval? It is Bank of Baroda. Next, when will RBI's revised directions on maintenance of credit card, current account and overdraft accounts come into effect as notified in December? So, from 1st of April 2026 onwards. Next, how much financing was approved by World Bank in December for implementing Clean Air program in UP and Haryana? So, it is $600 million that was approved by World Bank. Correct? This amount will be utilized by both Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Regarding the loans approved by Asian Development Bank for India in December. So if we look at the option, we have to find the incorrect statements here. So option A is right, C is right, B is wrong. B is saying 108 million loan was approved, was sanctioned for Mizoram's public healthcare under Mizoram Universal Healthcare Scheme, providing a coverage of up to 10 lakh rupees per family per year. Is it so? Is the amount here of 10 lakh rupees per family per year? So the coverage is not up to 10 lakh rupees but 5 lakh rupees. Next, which company launched India's first 3D subsurface mapping technology for Adani Group airports in December? So which is it? It is which is the company here that we are talking about? Which company launched India's first 3D subsurface mapping technology for Adani Group airports in December? It is Genesis International Corporation Limited. Next, name the Indian Defence Public Sector undertaking that partnered with Lockheed Martin in December to establish a maintenance, repair and overhaul hub in Bengaluru for Indian Air Force C-130J Super Hercules aircraft. It is Tata Advanced Systems Limited, TASL. Next, in December, Asian Development Bank has released their flagship report, that is Asian Development Outlook. As per the report, India's GDP growth forecast for FY26 was raised to how much percent? It was raised to 7.2%. Next, who received the inaugural FIFA Peace Prize during the final draw ceremony for 2026 FIFA World Cup held in Washington DC, USA in December? So who received the inaugural FIFA Peace Prize here? So Donald Trump, right? The president of USA, he received the first edition or the inaugural edition of the FIFA Peace Prize. Neil Mohan was named as the Times 2025 CEO of the Year in December. Leads which organization, global company? He leads YouTube. Right? Option 5 is rightly mentioned here. Next, how many new members were added when UNESCO expanded their global network of learning cities in December? So a total of 72 new members were added here, bringing the total membership to 425 cities across 91 countries. This global network of learning cities, it was launched by UNESCO in 2013 and began officially accepting city declarations in 2025. The aim here is to support and promote policy dialogue, experience the exchange and practice sharing among the member cities. Next, which bank was named Global Bank of the Year 25 by The Banker, a Financial Times publication in December? So, which bank was named as the Global Bank of the Year? It is DBS Bank. Next, who was featured in the 2026 Forbes 30 Under 30 list in finance for contribution to data-driven financial innovation in December? So, right option is Arkin Gupta. Next, choose the entity honored with the Person of the Year title for 2025 by the Time magazine in December. Right option is Architects of Artificial Intelligence. Next, identify the wetland that along with Kopra Jalashay was designated as India's 95th and 96th Ramsar sites under the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands. So identify that wetland. Which is it? It is Shishilre Lake. Silisre Lake. Right? Where is this? This is in the Alwar district of Rajasthan. And this Kopra Jalashay, it is in Chhattisgarh. Right? They are the 95th and 96th Ramsar sites of India. Next, who was sworn in as the new Prime Minister of Czech Republic in December? So Andrej Babis was appointed as the new Prime Minister of Czech Republic of India, and he succeeded. Andrej Babis succeeded Peter Fiala. Next, name the galaxy that Indian astronomer discovered using James Webb Space Telescope deep field data in December, revealing a 12 billion year old grand design spiral structure. So the galaxy was named as Alkananda. Next, who won his maiden F1 Drivers' Championship title in 25 despite Max Verstappen winning the season closing Abu Dhabi Grand Prix? So Lando Norris has won the F1 Drivers' Championship title, but who won the season closing Abu Dhabi? It was won by Max Verstappen. Lando Norris, he drives for McLaren. Next, what was India's overall position in the medal standing at the International Shooting Sports Federation World Cup final held in Doha, Qatar? So, India, our country, stands at second position in the medal tally here. First was China with a total of 9 medals, and India with a total of 6 medals on the second position. Next, who won the International Chess Federation circuit in December? Also the first Indian to qualify directly for the Candidates Tournament 2026. So, R. Pragnanda here has won the fight circuit in December 2025. Next, identify the venue that hosted the FEI Asian Equestrian Championship in December, where Thailand topped the event with 7 medals and India secured 5 medals. So, we have to find the venue here. Pattaya, Thailand is the rightly mentioned. Right, and Thailand here secured the top position with a total of 7 medals, where 3 gold, 0 silver and 4 bronze are there. Correct. And we India, if we talk about, claimed 5 medals, where 1 was gold, 4 silver and 0 bronze. Next, choose the country that won the championship at the 14th edition of the FIH Men's Junior Hockey World Cup held from 28th of November to 10th of December, where India secured the bronze medal. So right option is Germany won the championship at the 14th edition of the FIH Men's Junior Hockey World Cup. Next, identify the country that was approved by the Commonwealth Sports in December to host the inaugural Commonwealth Kho-Kho Championship scheduled from 9th of March to 14th of March 2026. It is our country, India. Next, name the country that clinched the first ever mixed team squash World Cup title in December by defeating Hong Kong, China with 3-0 scoreline at the final held in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Right, so name the country that clinched the first ever maiden mixed team squash World Cup title. It is our country, India again. Right, this is our first mixed team, first ever 2025 squash World Cup title. Next, name the former Union Minister who served as the Governor of Punjab and Administrator of Chandigarh who passed away in December. So, right option is Shivraj Vishwanath Patil Chakurkar. Next, who unveiled the autobiography The One Cricket, My Life and More in December, which captures his journey from early cricketing dreams to international success and personal challenges, and was published by HarperCollins India. Right option is Shikhar Dhawan, a very famous cricketer. Right, and HarperCollins India will be publishing his autobiography. Next, the International Civil Aviation Day is observed annually on 7 December to highlight the role of civil aviation in global social and economic development. What was the theme of the 2025 observance here? Theme being Safe Skies, Sustainable Future Together for the next 80 years. This is the theme here that I want you all to take a note of. Next, identify the company that signed a memorandum of understanding with the government of Karnataka in December to develop ITIP, that is India Taiwan Industrial Technology Park. Right? So right option is Allegiance International Company Limited. Next, which Indian state became the first in the country to launch Mahacrime OS AI platform for cybercrime investigation in December? This was launched by Maharashtra state. So these MCQs are quite beneficial for you all students, right? You must watch these videos again and again. Coming back to the question, who became the first cricketer to reach 600 wickets in the competitive T20 cricket during the December 2025 World Cup International T20 season opener? So, who became the first cricketer to reach 600 wickets? So, Sunil Narayan. Next, identify the entity that decided to discontinue the business to consumer operations of its hyperlocal shopping app PIN code in order to prioritize business to business solutions for offline retailers in December 2025. Right option is PhonePe. Next, which of the organized the first ever Global South seminar on public financial management on 5th December in New Delhi in collaboration with the Ministry of External Affairs. So right option is Office of the Controller General of Accounts. Right option is option 1. Next, name the Indian cricketer who became the first from India to hit 100 or more sixes in T20 in a single calendar year, achieving this feat in December. Right option is Abhishek Sharma. He is a young cricketer, correct, and he became the first from India to hit 100 or more sixes in T20 cricket in a single calendar year. Next, identify the RuPay credit card on UPI product launched by City Union Bank and Salary Say in December, designed exclusively for salaried employees in India. So it is Level Up credit card. This is the name of this RuPay network based credit card. Next, Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve received 35 captive bred critically endangered vultures in its 6th edition area in December. Where is this national park located? So two questions emerging here. First, you will be knowing that 35 bred critically endangered vultures were received by this Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve. Next question, where is it located? It is in Assam. Next, identify the country that became the first in the world to legally ban social media accounts for children under 16, with the nationwide law coming into force in December. So right option is Australia. Next, name the Indian bowler who became the first from India to take 100 wickets in each of the 3 international formats, that is ODI, T20, right, and Test. Correct. So Indian bowler who became the first in India to take 100 wickets in each of the 3 international formats is Jasprit Bumrah. Moving on, by which year has the government of India set a target to achieve 100 million tons of coal gasification under the National Coal Gasification Mission as announced in December? So the target year is 2030 here. Next, identify the Indian dairy brand that renewed its partnership with Argentina Football Association in December, continuing as the official regional sponsor through the 2026 FIFA World Cup cycle. It is Amul brand. Right, take a note of this. So these are your important current affairs, students. Now let's move to the revision part that will be quite beneficial for you all. Which country partnered with India in November for 7,995 crore rupees follow-on support deal for Navy's MH-60R Seahawk helicopter? It is USA, United States of America. Right, this agreement is worth how much amount? 7,995 crore rupees. Take a note of this. This is important. And follow-on support will be provided here. That means after the purchase of the helicopters, further repair and whatever requirement is there will be provided here. Further support will be provided. Next is identify the authority that launched the phase 2 of the non-intrusive usage of data to guide and enable, that is the nudge campaign in November, to promote voluntarily reporting of foreign assets. So this is important. This nudge campaign full form can be asked, and it is to voluntarily report your foreign assets to the government. Question asked is identify that authority that launched it. It was launched by CBDT, Central Board of Direct Taxes. Next, Name the institute that signed a memorandum of understanding with C. Dot in November to establish a center of excellence in Uttarakhand. So, which is that institute? It is IIT Roorkee, Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. They signed this MOU with C. Dot in November to establish a center of excellence in Uttarakhand. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the 56th International Film Festival of India that was held in November in the month of Goa. So mark the correct statement here. If we look at the option, all these three options are rightly mentioned. Next, for which term has India been re-elected for in the category B of the International Maritime Organization Council during the 34th session held in London, UK? So right option is for the session 26-27. Next is according to the 66th edition of the India Tourism Data Compendium released by the Ministry of Tourism, which state led India in attracting foreign tourists in 2024? So Maharashtra held the maximum number of foreign tourists in their state, right? If we see here 3.71 million foreign tourists came to Maharashtra. As a total, if in India we see, for India we received a total of almost 20.94 million foreign tourists. Maharashtra was on the first position, second was West Bengal, then UP, then Gujarat, and then Rajasthan. Next is you have to find the correct statement regarding the event of CSIR's arm NAL in Bengaluru, Karnataka. If we look at the option A is right and B is right, C is wrongly mentioned here. It is saying that the Iron Bird facility inaugurated during the event was designed for enhancing weather monitoring operations at civil airports. Is it so? This Iron Bird facility. So this Iron Bird facility is an important platform for full system integration, ground testing and validation of major aircraft subsystems, right? Not for weather monitoring. Next, ISRO Chairman V. Narayan, they inaugurated India's first private navigation hub, the Anand Center of Excellence for Navigation, where it was in Trivandrum, Kerala. Trivandrum, Kerala. Next, for which term was India re-elected to UNESCO Executive Board during the 43rd UNESCO General Conference held in Samarkand, Uzbekistan in November? So this is for the term 2025 to 2029. Next, name the institution that partnered with the Directorate General of Naval Armament Inspection of the Indian Navy and Apollo Microsystems Limited in November to develop next generation indigenous naval armament systems. So it is IIT Chennai. Take a note of this. This is your IIT Chennai. And this MOU, it was signed during Swalambhan 2025 that was held at the Manekshaw Center. Next, identify the country that partnered with India to conduct the 14th edition of the Joint Military Exercise Equivalent held in December in Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. So the country is Maldives. So Equivalent was held between India and Maldives. Next, which organization signed a 2-year memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Tourism in December to promote India as a global tourism hotspot? So it is MasterCard. Next, name the defense public sector undertaking secured orders worth around 2400 crore rupees from the Indian Army for the supply of anti-tank guided missiles and surface to air missiles in the December month. So right option here is Bharat Dynamics Limited, that is BDL. Next, identify the year that has been fixed as the target by the Government of India to achieve a 5% sustainable aviation fuel blending target for international flights as announced by Union Minister of State Civil Aviation Muralidhar Mohal. Right? So right option is, which is the year that has been set here? The year is 2030. Next, name the organization that unveiled India's new seismic map in November, which placed the entire Himalayan arc under the highest risk zone 6 category, and 6 is highest category, right? Highest risk category that has been considered. This is the new zone that has been introduced lately. So it is BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards. They have placed Himalaya arc under the highest risk zone 6 category. Next, where did Odisha's Chief Minister Mohan Charan Manji inaugurated 15th International Sand Art Festival organized by the Department of Tourism of the Government of Odisha in December? So where did Odisha's Chief Minister inaugurated this? It was at the Konark Temple in Konark, that is in Odisha. Next is in December, Annapurna Devi, right, launched Dash Days intensive awareness campaign for a child marriage free Bharat in New Delhi to mark the first anniversary of Bal Vivah Mukt Bharat Abhiyan. So Union Minister Annapurna Devi launched 100th days intensive awareness campaign. Right, option 4 is right. Next, where was the 10th edition of the India-Indonesia Joint Special Force military exercise Garuda Shakti conducted to enhance interoperability and strengthen the counter-terrorism readiness in December month? So, Baklaw in Himachal Pradesh. This is the location where this exercise Garuda Shakti was conducted, the 10th edition of it. Next, correct statement regarding the Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit to India. Here, all these three options are rightly mentioned. Next, name the country that is participating with India in the 5th edition of the joint military exercise. Harimau Shakti commenced at the Mahajan Field Firing Range in Rajasthan. If we look at the option here, name that country that is participating. The right option is Malaysia. Next, United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs has released the World Urbanization Prospectus, that is the 22nd edition in November. Question is, which city ranked as the world's most popular city in the assessment, where New Delhi ranked the 4th? So right option here is Jakarta, Indonesia. Next, Australia-based Lowy Institute, they have released the 7th edition of the Asia Power Index in November. Choose the country that does not appear in the top 5 ranking as per the report of the Lowy Institute. Among the following, Australia is not among the top 5. USA, then China, then India, then it is Japan, and then Russia. This is the ranking here. Next, name the expression that Oxford University Press selected as the word of the year for 2025. So what is the word of the year as per the Oxford University? It is rage bait. This is the word of the year. Next, mark the Indian public sector undertaking that secured the highest rank among the Indian companies in SIPRI Top 100 Arms Producing and Military Service Company list released in December. So right option here is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Right, this is that Indian public sector undertaking that secured the highest rank among the Indian companies. Next, identify the organization that approved $475.8 million in loans in November for healthcare in Assam and ecotourism development in Meghalaya. So, identify that organization. It is Asian Development Bank. Next, name the interoperable net banking platform launched by NPCI Bharat Bill Pay Limited in November to simplify the digital banking and transform merchant payments. It is Banking Connect. Right option is option 3. Next is RBI has released the National Strategy for Financial Inclusion 25 to 30 in December, mark the option that is not included under its 5 Panch Jyoti objectives. Here, enhancing monetary policy transmission is not among the top, is not under the top 5 or Panch Jyoti objectives here. Next, RBI has released annual report of the Ombudsman scheme. Mark the correct statement regarding the report here. If we look at the option, all 3 of them are rightly mentioned. Next, we have to find the incorrect statement regarding the major loan approval signed between India and Asian Development Bank. So we have to find the incorrect option here, right? A is right, B is right, C is wrong. C is saying Asian Development Bank approved $210 million loan for Gujarat to fund their state skills development program. So for Gujarat, it was not $210 million, but actually $110 million approved here, right, for skilling of the people in Gujarat. Next, which of the following banks were identified as domestic systematically important banks for 2025 by RBI in December? If we look at the option, all these 3 of the banks, SBI, HDFC and ICICI Bank, were classified as domestic systematically important banks for 2025. Next, SEBI, they have recently introduced Swagat FI platform under the SEBI regulations of 2025 to allow low-risk foreign investors easier participation in the Indian securities market. What does W in this Swagat stands for? So, simply the full form is being asked here, Swagat. Swagat, what does it stands for? Single window, automatic and generalized access for trusted foreign investors. So, here W stands for window. Right, students, this will provide easy investment access to various to foreign investors. This will enable unified registration process, correct, and multiple routes will be provided for such entities on this platform. And this will be coming into effect from 1st of June 2026 onwards. Swagat FI. Next, which bank has signed a MOU with NPCI International Payment Limited in December to enable UPI KHQR based cross-border digital payments between India and Cambodia. It is ACLEDA Bank PLC. Next, name the payment bank that became the first in India to receive the RBI's in principle approval for conversion into a small finance bank. So a payment bank will be converting into a small finance bank. Which is this? It is your Fino Payments Bank Limited. Next, identify the institution that was honored by United Nations Population Fund in November for winning the 2025 UN Populations Award in the institutional category. So right option here is International Union for Scientific Study of Population. Next, in December, 5 products from Tamil Nadu got the GI tag. Correct. Which of the following is not among them? So among the following, if we see here, which of the following product is not among them? Kanchipuram silk sari is not the product that got the GI tag. Rest all got the GI tag. With this, Tamil Nadu has a total of 74 products that got the GI tag. Next, mention the board where ACC appointed Vivek Chaturvedi as the chairman, succeeding Sanjay Kumar Agarwal. So right option here is Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, that is CBIC. Right, and he will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Sanjay Kumar Agarwal. Next, Stephen Prisner was appointed as the UN Resident Coordinator in India for how much term? For a term of 4 years, and he will be succeeding Shombi Sharp. Next, name the shipbuilder that delivered the 4th Nigeria or Nilgiri class frigate INS Taragiri. I repeat, the name is 4th Nilgiri class and the name here is INS Taragiri. Correct. Name the shipbuilder that delivered this. So it was delivered by Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. Next, where did the DRDO? They successfully conducted the high-speed rocket sled test of a fighter aircraft escape system in December. So it was in Chandigarh, Haryana. Next is in November, India has launched dash amid cyclone Titwa. What is the name of the operation that was launched by India? It is Operation Sagar Bandhu, right? And it was during cyclone Titwa, correct, that was causing devastation in Sri Lanka, and to provide humanitarian aid and disaster relief in Sri Lanka, this Operation Sagar Bandhu was launched. Next is name the beverage company that became the official beverage partner for the Tata Women's Premier League in November. It is Bisleri International. Next, name the men's field hockey team that defeated India to claim its maiden Sultan Azlan Shah Cup title in the final held in Malaysia from 23rd to 30th of November. Right option is Belgium. Next, who won the 2025 Qatar Grand Prix on 30th of November at the Qatar circuit? So, Max Verstappen has won here the Qatar Grand Prix. Next, who won the Jerusalem Masters chess tournament by defeating Vishwanath Anand in the finals? Arjun Argesi, also an Indian Grandmaster. Next, which university emerged as the overall champion by securing 67 medals at the 5th edition of Khelo India University Games across 7 cities in Rajasthan from 24th of November to 5th of December? So, which university emerged as the overall champion here? Chandigarh University. Next, Swaraj Kaushal, noted lawyer and former public servant, passed away in December. Which state had he served as the governor? He served as the governor for Mizoram. Next, when is World Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome, that is World AIDS Day, observed across the globe? So it is observed on 1st of December. Next, the 26th edition of Hornbill Festival was held from 1st to 10th of December at Kisama Heritage Village in Kohima, Nagaland, featuring 6 international partner countries. Which of the following is not one of them? Here, Japan is not one of the partner countries here, right? And this is the 26th Hornbill Festival. Next, in November, Election Commission of India invited citizens to provide feedback on the ECI Net application through dedicated window from November 27 to 27th of December. In which year ECI was established? It was established in 1950. Next, name the Indian cricketer created history in November by hitting his 352nd ODI 6, surpassing Shahid Afridi's long-standing record of 351 sixes. So, right option is Rohit Sharma. Next is Nagaland celebrated their 63rd statehood day in December, marking their formation as India's 16th state on 1st of December in 1963. Who was the governor of Nagaland present at the celebrations held at the State Secretariat campus in Kohima. So Ajay Kumar Bhalla was the governor here. Next, which organization reported a 32% year-on-year surge in UPI transaction volumes from November, reaching 20.47 billion transactions? So, right option here is National Payment Corporation of India, NPCI. Next, identify the company that partnered with Karnataka Bank Limited in December to upgrade their digital banking system using Cloud Park for integration on Red Hat OpenShift. So, right option is IBM. Next, which city hosted the grand inauguration of the fourth edition of Kashi Tamil Samangam in December? That is an 8-day cultural initiative celebrating the civilizational bond between Kashi and Tamil Nadu. The right option is Varanasi, UP. Next, name the person who was appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of LG Electronics starting from 1st December, succeeding William Chu. So, right option is Ryu J. Shul. Next, UP has become the first state in India to host 5 international airports in December. Which of the following cities does not have an international airport among the 5? Right option is Ghaziabad. Next is, which credit assessment system was launched by the Government of India in December to automate MSME's loan appraisal using the digitally sourced verifiable data? Right option is Credit Assessment Model, that is CAM. World Heart Day is annually observed on 29th of September across the globe to create awareness about cardiovascular disease and the measure to prevent them. This year 2025, it marks which edition? It marks the 25th anniversary of the World Heart Day. Next, identify the day that is observed every year as World Vegetarian Day to promote health, ethical, environmental benefits of vegetarian lifestyle. So, when do we observe World Vegetarian Day? It is observed on 1st of October. Next, choose the correct theme of the International Coffee Day celebrated globally on 1st October to highlight the fair trade, sustainability and the importance of coffee growers. So, choose the correct theme here. Theme being embracing collaboration more than ever. This is the theme that I want you all to take a note of. Next, UN observes the International Day of Non-Violence on which day to honor Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of peace and non-violence? So it is 2nd October we observe this day. Next, when was the theme? What was the theme of the World Teachers Day observed on 5th of October by UNESCO? So what is the theme here? Theme being recasting teaching as a collaborative profession. This is the theme. Next, World Cerebral Palsy Day observed globally on which day to raise awareness about the rights, inclusion and achievements of individuals living with cerebral palsy. So it is 6th of October we observe this day. Theme is unique and united. What is the theme? Unique and united. This is the theme. Take a note of it. Next, UN World or United Nations observed World Cotton Day on 7th of October. When was the first ever World Cotton Day observed? So first time World Cotton Day was observed in the year 2021. Cotton is grown in black soil. Black soil is also known as Ragur soil. Next, what was the theme of Indian Air Force Day observed on 8th of October, marking the 93rd anniversary of the Indian Air Force? So it is Indian Air Force, infallible, impervious and precise. This is the theme. Next, okay, one more thing. This is the 93rd anniversary that you need to remember. Next, on which day of the week is United Nations World Migratory Bird Day observed across the globe in May and October? So it is second Saturday that we observe this day, second Saturday of May and October. So it was 11th of October this time. Next is, when is World Mental Health Day observed globally to raise awareness and promote mental health and support? It is 10th of October we observe this day. Next, World Day Against Death Penalty was observed globally on 10th of October. What was the theme of this year's observance? Theme being the death penalty protects no one, abolish it now. This is the theme. Next, the International Day of the Girl Child was observed globally on 10th of October globally on which date? It is observed on 11th of October, not 10th, to highlight the challenges that are faced by the girls and promote their empowerment and human rights. So 11th of October. Next, when is World Arthritis Day observed globally to raise awareness about rheumatic and musculoskeletal disease? So, when is World Arthritis Day observed? It is observed on 12th of October. First time observed in 1996. Next, United Nations observes the International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction every year on 13th of October to promote global awareness about reducing disaster risk. What was the theme of IDDRR 2025? Theme being Fund Resilience, not Disaster. Right, and first observed in 1990. Next, when is World Standards Day observed globally to celebrate the importance of standardization and honor those contributing to the development of voluntary standards? So, World Standards Day observed on 14th of October. Next, when is World Students Day observed annually to commemorate the birth anniversary of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the 11th President of India, also known as the Missile Man of India. So, we observe this when on 15th of October. Correct? World Students Day. And this is the 94th anniversary of the of the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam birth anniversary. Next, when is the United Nations International Day for the Eradication of Poverty observed globally? It is observed on 17th of. I correct? When do we observe this International Day? Yes, it is observed on 17th of October, right? And this is the 33rd edition we observed this for this day. Next is what is the theme of the World Trauma Day observed annually on 17th of October? World Trauma Day. Theme being building a safer future with trauma care. This is the theme that I want you all to remember. Right? Building a safer future with trauma care. Next, on 20th of October, National Solidarity Day is observed annually in India to commemorate the soldiers who sacrificed their lives in the Indo-China War in which year? In 1962. Next, mention the date of observance for World Iodine Deficiency, celebrated globally to promote the importance of iodine in maintaining good health and preventing iodine deficiency disorders. So, mention the date of observance. It is 21st of October. Next, on which day is UN observing the World Development Information Day, highlighting the global development challenges and promoting international cooperation? So, UN World Development Day, when do we observe this day? What is the day when do we observe this? It is 24th of October. Right, then ITBP Raising Day. It is 64th ITBP Raising Day observed on 24th of October. Right? Next is when was the 13th edition of the International Lead Poisoning Prevention Week observed in 2025 to raise awareness about the harmful effects of lead exposure, particularly in children, and to promote actions to prevent lead poisoning. So it is observed from 19th to 25th of October. This is the theme here. Right, and first time it was observed in 2012. Next, identify the organization that established World Polio Day annually on 24th of October to raise awareness about global efforts to eradicate poliomyelitis, that is polio. So it is RI, that is Rotary International. Next, Infantry Day was observed on 27th of October to honor the valuable sacrifice of the Indian Army's infantry. The Indian Army also celebrated Shaurya Divas on the same day to commemorate their successful landing at Srinagar airfield during the Indo-Pak conflict. Identify the year of this military operation. What is the year? It is 1947. Next, the UN World Day for Audiovisual Heritage is observed annually on 27th of October to emphasize the prevention of audiovisual records such as films, radio, digital archives. Find out the theme of this day. Theme is A Window to the World. Next, when was Dyslexia Awareness Month observed globally to raise awareness about dyslexia, a language processing disorder that affects reading and learning? So, Dyslexia Awareness is observed from 1st to 31st of October. Right, this is for the whole month. Take a note of, students. These were your important current affairs. Right, Then next question asked here is, when is Vigilance Awareness Week observed in India? So Vigilance Awareness Week is observed across India from 27th of October to 2nd of November. Take a note of this. Right? What is the theme here? This is your homework. Name the Asian country that inaugurated the world's first solar thermal power plant in October, featuring a dual tower design developed by the Three Gorges Corporation in the Gobi Desert. So, name that Asian country. It is China, right? They have recently inaugurated the world's first solar thermal power plant, and it is where it is in Gobi Desert. The location is important, students, right? It is in Gobi Desert, and here in this there is basically a central part, and around it multiple mirrors are surrounding. These are almost 27,000 mirrors that have been placed here, and as the sun light falls on them, they reflect them to this particular tower that gets heated up, and with that the water below it will heat up. It will turn into gas form, or it will turn into the water vapors. Then that gas, or that high pressure gas, will be then used to rotate the turbines. Hence electricity is generated from those turbines. Next, identify the foreign payment gateway that collaborated with NPCI International Payment Limited and Qatar National Bank to enable UPI based transactions in Qatar. It is NetStars, right? Take a note of this. This is NetStars, right? This is the payment gateway that collaborated with NIPL of India, and this NetStar, it is of Qatar, to enhance the UPI payment transactions, digital transactions between India and Qatar. Next is, name the country that became the first in the world to achieve a triple elimination of mother to child transmission of HIV, syphilis and hepatitis B as validated by World Health Organization. So Maldives has achieved this feat. Next, during the United Nations General Assembly elections held in October, India was elected to the UN Human Rights Council for the 7th term. State the duration of this tenure. So India has been elected here for the term 2026 to 2028. Correct? Take a note of this. Next is, name the country that along with India established a 20-member inter-parliamentary friendship group in October to enhance parliamentary cooperation and bilateral relations. So name that country. It is Panama, right? The Embassy of India in Panama, they announced the establishment of a 20-member India-Panama Inter-Parliamentary Friendship Group. This was during the National Assembly of Panama, marking a new phase in the bilateral relation between India and Panama. Next is, who was sworn in as the transitional president of Madagascar in October after a military coup confirmed by the High Constitutional Court of Madagascar. So Michael Rendrian, right, has the leader of the elite army corps of personnel and administrative and technical services army unit, sworn in as the transitional president of Madagascar. Next, how long will India's Hitesh Kumar S. Makwana, elected to serve as the co-chair of the United Nations Global Geospatial Information Management for Asia and the Pacific, along with Woo Sung Chu from the Republic of Korea in October? Right option is 2025 till 2028, and here Hitesh Kumar, he will co-chair the committee along with Woo Sung Chu. Next, mention the country that partnered with India in October for a counter-terrorism training at the NSG campus in Manesar, Haryana, focusing on the drone threats. So it is European Union. Next, which international convention re-elected India as the vice chairperson of the Bureau for the Asia Pacific during the 10th session of the Conference of Parties held at UNESCO headquarters in Paris, France in October? So right option here becomes, it is International Convention Against Doping in Sports, that is ICADS. Right, students? Next, name the African country that partnered with the government of India in October to establish the first Indian Institute of Technology campus. It is Nigeria. Right, it marks a significant step in bilateral cooperation in the field of education, and this is the second IIT campus in Africa. First was IIT Madras, that was in Zanzibar. That was in Zanzibar in Tanzania. Right? Next, mark the correct statement regarding the 16th session of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development held in October at the Geneva, Switzerland. here if we have to find the correct statement. So option A, B and C, all three of them are rightly mentioned. Next is choose the country that remained the FATF on the FATF grey list following the 4th Financial Action Task Force plenary meeting held in Paris, France from 22nd to 24th of October under the presidency of Elisa de and the Mazzaro of Mexico. So choose the country. It is Kenya. Right, it remained of the FATF list. Students, FATF is basically a list or financial action task force. They releases this grey list, and this grey list is basically what list? It contains the name of the countries that are doing terror financing, right? So recently Kenya, it remained on the grey list here, very important. Then Burkina Faso, South Africa, Mozambique and Nigeria, these are the 4 countries, they were removed from the grey list. Next, who has been elected as the first Asian chair of the IUCN Species Survival Commission for 2026 to 2029 term during the IUCN World Conservation Congress held from 9 to 15th of October in Abu Dhabi, UAE. So who has been elected as the first Asian chair here? Vivek Menon. He has been elected an Indian wildlife conservationist, environmental commentator, author and photographer, was appointed or elected as the chair of the IUCN, that is International Union for the Conservation of Nature Species Survival Commission. Next, where was the UN Convention Against Cybercrime held in October, marking the establishment of the world's first global framework to prevent and combat cybercrime? So, Hanoi, Vietnam is the right option here. Next, in October, IUCN officially adopted which motion? So they officially adopted motion 007 on security law, marking the first ever recognition of soil security as central to food systems, water supply, biodiversity protection and climate resilience. Next is, what was the theme of the 19th midterm ministerial meeting of the non-aligned movement held in Kampala, Uganda, where India was represented by Union Minister of State Kirti Vardhan Singh from the Ministry of External Affairs and the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So what was the theme here? Theme being deepening cooperation for shared global affluence. Next, in October, Elon Musk's artificial intelligence company XAI, they have launched an AI-powered open source online encyclopedia. The name of this encyclopedia is Grokipedia, and if you can see here, Grok is also the name of their AI, right? This will be providing truth and independent information to the users here. This platform is initially offering over 8 lakh articles. It is trained on these 8 lakh articles, right? And this platform is connected to the XAI's Grok chatbot, which users uses this AI chatbot to have the information and chat with that. Identify the organization that has unveiled the study titled AI for Inclusive Societal Development, developed in collaboration with Deloitte to promote the use of AI for inclusive growth in October. So right option here is Niti Aayog. Right. Next is mark the correct statement regarding India-UK collaboration during the visit of UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer to India from 8th to 9th of October. If we see here and we have to find the correct statement, all these 3 options are rightly mentioned. Next, as per the amendments notified by the Ministry of Textile in October, the minimum investment required under the production-linked incentive scheme for the textiles in the Part 1 category has been reduced from 300 crore to what? So the minimum investment has been reduced from 300 crore to just 150 crore rupees. Next, World Habitat Day was observed globally on 6th of October with the theme Urban Crisis Response in India. The theme, this day was observed in New Delhi with the theme Urban Solutions to Crisis under which ministry? So it was held under which ministry? It is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, right? Under which this World Habitat Day with the theme Urban Solutions to Crisis was observed. Next, identify the state that declared the year 2025 as the year of urban development, marking 20 years since the launch of the well-planned city development project initiated by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So it is, identify that state. It is Gujarat state that declared the year of urban development. Next, which of the following ports has been recognized by the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy as Green Hydrogen Hub under the National Green Hydrogen mission. So which of the following port? All three of them. Deen Dayal Port Authority, VO Chidambaram Port in Tamil Nadu, and Paradip Port Authority of Odisha. Next, identify the government organization that has announced the 4th edition of their flagship initiative, SPARK, that is Studentship Program for Ayurveda Research Can, to nurture young Ayurveda researchers. So, right option here is Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences. Moving on, name the Indian institute that collaborated with the Greater Bengaluru Authority and Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru for World Bank funded Bengaluru Water Security and Resilience Project. It is Indian Institute of Madras or Technology, IIT Madras. Next, name the organization that released the report titled Roadmap for Job Creation in the AI Economy to Transform India into a Global Hub for AI Talent. So name that organization that released this report. It was released by Niti Ayog. This will examine how AI is reshaping the tech service industry through the lens of worker and workforce. Next, identify the correct statement regarding the agriculture initiatives launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in October. If we look at the options here, all three of them will be rightly mentioned. Next, you have to now find the incorrect statement regarding the launches made during the 4th anniversary of Pradhan Mantri Gati Shakti National Master Plan held in October. Here also, if we look at the option and we have to find the incorrect, B is right, C is right, A is our answer, which is incorrect. It is saying Union Minister Piyush Goyal launched PM Gati Shakti offshore to strengthen inland waterways transport under the blue economy. Is it so? So, right, this was launched, right? Basically, what is this PM Gati Shakti? It is a platform that is a digital platform launched by the logistics division of the DPIIT, and it will promote sustainable, not inshore, right? It is not inshore, but is the offshore. It is to strengthen the offshore development by enabling multi-layered analysis and visualization, strengthening the India's blue economy. Correct? Next is identify the state or union territory where Union Minister Nitin Gadkari inaugurated and laid the foundation stone for 3 national highway projects worth over 2,000 crore rupees in October. So right option is Puducherry. Next, name the scheme launched by Union Minister K.R. Naidu, right, to provide affordable and predictable regional air travel across India. So right option is Fair Se Fursat. Next, which organization partnered with Minister K.R. Naidu, right, we just saw. Next is which organization partnered with Google Cloud India to establish India's first AI Center of Excellence for Public Good in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. So, which is that organization? It is Tech Bharat Research Foundation. Next, mention the scheme under which the Ministry of Minority Affairs established a Center of Excellence to promote and preserve India's heritage and classical languages. Right option is Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram. Next, in October, Uttarakhand's Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has inaugurated newly developed various pulse varieties under the 118th All India Farmers Fair and Agriculture Industry Exhibition that was held at GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology in Uttarakhand. Next, in October, the Government of India announced an extension in the tenure of the 16th Finance Commission. What is the new deadline for the submission of their report? So, the new deadline here is 30th of November 2025. Next, mark the incorrect statement regarding the 238th meeting of the Central Board of Trustees of the Employees Provident Fund, chaired by Union Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandviya in October. If we look at the option, we have to find the incorrect. B is right, C is right, A is our answer. A is saying that the CBD launched the Vishwas scheme to provide new employment opportunities under the Employees Pension Scheme of 1995. Right? So, is it correct? No, this option A is wrong. It is saying that the CBD launched the Vishwas scheme to resolve the long-standing dispute, right? Not to provide new employment opportunities, but to resolve the long-standing disputes. Next, Ministry of Mines, they have recently reclassified which mineral as the major mineral to boost ease of doing business and enhance the rural income. So, it is which ministry? The Ministry of Mines. And what is the mineral here? It is limestone. Next, Union Minister of State Arjun Ram Meghwal ji has recently launched the Legal Information Management and Briefing System by the name LIMS. Right? It is LIMS Life. dashboard to promote transparency in the government litigation. Correct? So take a note of it. Next, identify the telecom company that partnered with Google LLC and Adani Enterprise Limited to establish India's largest AI hub and data center campus worth $15 billion in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. It is Bharti Airtel Limited. Next, who collaborated with Google Cloud in October to develop Secret Mountain, an AI-powered digital avatar music band featuring 6 meta-human avatars? He is A.R. Rahman. Take a note of this. This question can be important. Next is mark the correct statement regarding Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Andhra Pradesh in October. If we look at the options here, all these 3 options are rightly mentioned. Next, which of the following sector did not feature in the MOU signed during the Mongolian president visit to India in October? Among the following, defense procurement is not among the MOUs that were signed, rest all are there. Next, identify the project that was not launched under the 8 new development initiatives of the new Mangalore Port Authority unveiled by Sarbandana Sonowal during the Golden Jubilee celebration in October. So, here, identify the project that was not launched here. Among the following, it is the construction of a new container terminal port at Paradip, Odisha was not the project here. Next is name the self-sovereign identity ecosystem that partnered with Indigo in October to enable contactless and paperless boarding for passengers. It is DigiYatra. Right, this is the self-sovereign identity ecosystem.